All right, start with the crowd and the environment. What a fantastic crowd and fantastic turnout by our fans, and Red Raider Nation showed up, and that was just huge to walk out on the field and the girls to experience and feel that before the game started and then all throughout the game. Tremendous, so thank you to our fans, and really appreciative of that turnout and that kind of support. As far as the game, I thought Sam Lincoln set the tone. I wanted to put her out there. She's just grown and grown and grown throughout the year, and I wanted to put her out in front of that environment, that crowd, and see how she responded. And and I was hoping that we'd get what we saw. And a lot of times it doesn't turn out that way, but she actually exceeded my expectations. She pounded the strike zone. I think something like 21 of her 31 pitches were strikes. She was just 21 out of 31 strikes. You throw 70% strikes, you're going to be successful, especially with our defense. And I thought that was a big momentum booster for us, too, because all the kids wanted to see her go out there and dominate the way she did. And our kids love to play defense behind her and Chloe because they get a lot of balls and they get a lot of plays. Then I thought the offense, I thought it was really important for us to score. We know we're something like 26-1, I guess 27-1 now when we score in the first inning. And we're something like 30-5 when we score first. So I thought it was really critical to get out and score. And a lot of times I don't let Maya steal because I worry about it turning an ankle or getting injured on a slide. But today we're just going to turn her loose. She stole first, stole second, and scores on a sac fly. So we got to run with one out. I thought that was a huge too to get off to that kind of a start. And then Alana was huge, to 2 out RBIs, and then the huge home run. And then I should follow that up with another huge home run. And that was all the runs we needed. And we played defense the rest of the way. I thought our defense was outstanding. I got to give a shout out to both Hunter Veach, the defensive coach. What a tremendous job he's done with our defense this year. If you look at what he's done with this young team and the fielding percentage, the first, third, halfway through the year, and then at the second half of the season, there's something like a 985 fielding percentage. Tremendous. And then I think a shout out to the pitching coach, Terrace, done a phenomenal job with Sam and our pitching staff. Chloe was equally outstanding. I always like to close with Chloe because of the veteran. She's just a money pitcher and clutch, and she loves that pressure. She gets better when the runner's at third. She loves that kind of a moment, and she closed the game out really well.
Questions for student athletes?
I guess for both of y'all, obviously Coach Glasgow kind of mentioned it, the crowd, the environment. Your first strikeout, the home run, there was an extra pop to the crowd. How did that fuel y'all? What was that experience like?
Yeah, I think the postseason is always literally the most fun time of the year to play softball. The environment is always crazy, and it's just super loud, and the Rock was rocking today, so it's just super fun to get to play in that kind of an environment.
I think that playing in front of our fans is the best place we want to be, so just having all their support behind us and watching us do that was just great.
And then Alana, for you, obviously, two of your at-bats, you go 6 or more deep, but then that home run is just the first pitch you see. How were you seeing the ball? What was it about that pitch that just stood out to you?
I think the thing that's been keeping me most consistent is just taking it one pitch at a time. Like, each pitch is a new pitch. So no matter what happened the pitch before or what's going to happen the pitch after, like, I'm present in that pitch that I'm getting right now. So.
Obviously, Coach Glasgow talked about there was a lot of pressure put on you to go out there as a freshman. This is the first time it's been a lot of divisional. What was that like for you? How did you lean on your teammates? How did you lean on your own experience?
I feel like going into the game, knowing I'm a freshman, that was like a really big opportunity to show what I got. So I just took the full opportunity and worked it. And I had my defense behind me, of course, to make all the plays behind me.
You seem like you have deceptive strength. Like, it just kind of glides up to your bat when you're hitting home runs like that. Where does your power kind of where do you generate your power from?
I've honestly been told that my whole entire life, that it never looks like I'm swinging hard. It looks like just a smooth swing. I don't know. Guess the weight room.
And Sam, every time you pitch, obviously you notice the bow. How long have you done that? When did you kind of start doing that?
I had my bow my senior year of high school, so then I got one for this year. So, tradition now.
It's just what made you start it in the first place?
Well, my senior year in high school, we all got bows that were seniors. It said senior on it, so now I just keep wearing it.
Sam, as a freshman, obviously going out there in the first regional game here in Lubbock, did you get any advice from your coaches,
Coach Tara told me she supported me with the whole thing. She came up to me every inning, even before the game, just reassuring me that I got it and I have good stuff.
And kind of same question for you. A lot of it would be obviously you've had experience on this stage as a freshman, some other players that haven't. Was there anything where y'all as veterans
I think in our team meeting earlier this week, Coach Glasgow went around and was asking all the people who had been there what's something that we needed to do as a team. And my advice that I gave was to just treat it like any other game. Don't make the game bigger than what it is. It's just a game, and it's the same game we've been playing all year, so just treat it the same.
Samantha, you mentioned the crowd and everything like that. Was it easier for you to kind of calm down once you got the strikeout and kind of did that settle everything in for you to start the?
Yeah, it helped me settle in, but I was always focusing on the next pitch because you can't take any pitches off or they'll hit it.
And that ball goes off your glove, next batter or whatever. Coach Glasgow talked about the defense. How helpful was the defense? There were 2 hits today. I know one of them was against Chloe, but you guys were able to get out of an inning with a double play.
Yeah, my defense always has my back no matter what. If I mess up or not, they'll have my back. So for them to turn the double play in that moment was huge.
Any more questions for athletes?
For both of y'all, obviously this team has been involved in so many firsts, the first level regional and all that. How have you dealt with the pressure of knowing that you're kind of the trailblazers in this sense, and there is the expectation as well that you guys are World Series winners? It's not just we made the regional finals.
I feel like the biggest thing is just not looking at it as pressure. It's a privilege to get to come here and be a part of a lot of firsts that are going to happen here. And we came here wanting to do something special that had never been done here before, and I think we're on the right track to accomplishing that.
I think that we've had the same mindset as the pressure that people are putting on us. That's always been our goal, to make it to the World Series and win. So.
Anything else for student athletes? All right, thank y'all. We'll take a question for Coach Glasgow.
Thank y'all.
Guys. Great job, Sam. Yeah, take it from me.
Yeah, Jerry kind of mentioned.
Talk loud, because I'm having trouble hearing with all the background.
Yeah, sorry. Talk a little bit about the decision to go with Sam instead of kind of you've been relying on Nigel a lot. How beneficial was it that you didn't have to put Nigel out there today, and you were able to give Sam that experience, give Chloe some innings early on this year?
Yeah, I think it was really important for Sam. I think Naja would have been fine either way. I didn't think she needed a quarterfinal game or semifinal, whatever it is. And I thought Sam, she's going to play a big part in the future of Texas Tech softball. She's a tremendously talented pitcher. I see just a tremendously bright future, and I think she's critical for our program 3-4 seasons from now. And so I wanted to get her out there and find out how she'd respond. I knew if she threw strikes, she would do well. She got great movement, she got great velocity. And so it was really more about getting Sam out there than it was worrying about saving Naja. Naja's strong. She can go as long as we need her to go.
But right before Nigel's second at bat, you went over and just kind of told her what was it from that first at bat that made you hey, just relax a little bit out here?
Yeah, the first at bat I noticed she wasn't breathing. She was out of her rhythm a little bit, and that's what before the second bat, breathe. Just like pitching, you got to breathe between pitches. She wants to prove, she's got a chip on her shoulder. She wants to prove to the world, she can hit, and she wants to help her team hitting, and she gets amped up to hit. And I could tell she was a little overamped that first at bat. So I just kept breathe, get a breath. You're gonna be fine here. And man, when she hits it, it's a thing of beauty when she hits it.
Obviously, Sam has had her hardships this year in terms of some games where she comes in and there's a 4-run first inning or something like that. But for Sam, how have you helped her get over that, kind of bridge the freshman slump, and build on that and to get into a position like this where she can play at the biggest stage?
Yeah, just coach them hard. I've coached the kids. Like right now, I'm not coaching the kids hard at all. We're just having fun. Because right now, the pressure you feel right now it's a sign that you belong here, and it's a privilege to be here. This is what we train for. Early in the fall, throughout the season, I'm a booger to play for. I'm hard to play for. I'm tough to play for, and I'm really demanding. I didn't get onto the kids one time today. I just let them play. In the regular season, I would have been correcting things continually throughout the game. And I think just constantly preparing them and keeping pressure on her, but then giving her an opportunity to fail, giving her an opportunity to succeed. Whether she fails or succeeds, she gets another opportunity. Because when you have that kind of talent, you're going to rise to the top. And Sam's a special talent. So as long as we keep teaching her, keep giving her opportunity, and then keep her self-belief up, like keep letting her know we do believe in her. And I think that's another reason it was critical to start her today. We want her to know how much we believe in her.
And then you spoke about the defense obviously earlier, but in specific, your two freshmen, Bailey and Haley, both they've played so much this year. Can you talk about their growth and kind of just the impact that they've had as freshmen?
Yeah, just phenomenal. It's so relaxing for a pitcher when they know anything hit on the ground in the infield is going to get played well. And we're going to make a play on it, and we're going to play it well. And then they're picking each other. Like when I first got here in the fall, we talked about if somebody makes a mistake, have their back, like pick them up. And, you go back and you watch the first 20 games a year, we drop balls at first base constantly. And then you see Lauren picking up her player with that great scoop at first base. And she did that last night in practice, made the exact same play, a phenomenal pick. You saw a Langlers, I think, pick the ball when Nyjah threw it to second last week in the conference tournament. So those little things that we're doing as a defense now that they've learned to just pick each other up. If somebody makes a little bobble, we can correct it. And usually we can correct it right then without it even becoming an error. And it's just really fun as a coach to see where we're at right now and to feel a team playing that well and that high level.
You guys had a majority of your success, obviously, in the first and third inning. What was happening in the later half of the game? Do you feel like you're just playing less aggressively? It didn't seem like you were going as deep into pitch counts. What do you accredit to it?
I don't know. The first I come out real aggressive. I wanted to come out aggressive, so we come out running like crazy. And then maybe me, as a coach, I quit running. I quit doing a lot of. We didn't hit and run. We didn't do anything. The second half, because I didn't want to take a chance hurting somebody, getting a sprained ankle, twist a knee, do something that I'd kick myself after the game for. I knew with 6 runs we had the game won, and so maybe I was too tentative, but I wanted to get to tomorrow with a good bill of health, and we did that.
You mentioned the defense and obviously all the things that went right. Did you envision, other than maybe some late inning runs, this first game going any better for you guys?
I
Did
can't.
you envision this first game going any better other than scoring late runs?
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I would have liked to walked off, but I'm happy with the effort, and I want to keep. I think that we go back all the way to the last Brigham Young game. We get a home run. I want to say in the third, fourth inning. That's a long string of innings. I want to keep that set of innings. That's the number one thing right now. Keep playing where we don't allow teams to score. And defense and pitching is the number one thing in the postseason. And then we'll find a way on offense.
And looking to tomorrow, I know you obviously don't know your opponent, but can you give your thoughts on both Washington and Mississippi State?
Yeah, 2 great ball clubs, 2 great coaches. Both are outstanding coaches. Coach Tarr's been around. She's coached Team USA. She's won national championships. She's been National Coach of the Year. And then Sam Ricketts has just done an absolutely amazing job at Mississippi State. And, of course, she played at Oklahoma for Coach Gasso, and she's learned from the best. What she's done at Mississippi State is nothing short of just spectacular. She's a great person. Both coaches, they're great people. So we're just going to watch, and we'll play whoever shows up tomorrow.